My name is Alicia, and I live in Atala. I've been there for quite a while now. I began I had a car wreck about 3 years ago, and the chiropractor there was, well, first let me back up. Let me say thank you. Let me say thank you for listening and for finding us here. I had a car wreck about 4 years ago, and I was referred to a chiropractor here in town, and he was just putting a Band-Aid on the situation, let me just say that. He was a nice fella, and my time was running up with him. And I see a massage therapist regularly because of the work I do. I have tight muscles and so forth. And she said, Alicia, you need to find a chiropractor. I said, there's so many in the phone book. How do I know I'm going to pick the right one? And so with that thought in mind, I was at the mall one day, and there's this little booth set up, and Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie had their secretary and another lady there, and they were doing screenings. And so I thought, oh, what the heck, it's not going to hurt. So we did a screening, and needless to say, I have been seeing Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie now for 3 years. And they have been an answer to my prayers. One of the reasons why I like coming here is because I feel like I'm not a dollar sign. I feel like that Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie are concerned about my care, concerned about me living a good, healthy lifestyle. I am free of pain today, but there are occasions that I come in that I can feel myself not aligned, and Dr. Leslie will adjust me, and I will be able to go about my daily duties free of pain, and that's my story. With the job that I do, I'm a waitress and a cook, and so I carry trays with much heavy drinks and food and pizzas and so forth. And with that type of work, there's a lot of girls I work with that are experiencing carpal tunnel. And I have suggested to them, you need to go to the chiropractor. Because sometimes when we're hurting in places, that is, we think it may be one thing, but it's usually referred pain. When you have problems with your wrist, it may not be your wrist. It may be your shoulder or your neck is off, which is causing the pain to be deferred, so to speak. And so if you experience pain in any area of your body, don't think that a medical doctor can solve that problem. First, try Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie. And if that don't work, then find somebody else. I think it's a good idea that you take advantage of the free screening that Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie offers, because if it wasn't for that free screening, I wouldn't be here today.
I'm Bonnie McCurley, and I'm from Alexandria. I've been having headaches for the last several months. The headaches, I'd go to bed with them, I'd get up with them 24/7. And so at one of the Gideon banquets, one of the ladies said to me, she said, you know, a chiropractor got rid of my headaches, migraine headaches. See, I'd been to the doctors, and doctors had given me pain medicine, but that's about all they would do for me. And so anyway, I thought back to when Drs. Mike and Leslie's children were young. I'd come over here, and they had gotten rid of the migraine headaches. So, completely got rid of the headaches. And so I said, yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go back and see them. Now, remember, I had headaches 24/7 before I came over here. Even with the pain medicine, I was having headaches like that. Came over here, and Dr. Mike adjusted my neck and did whatever he did. Well, the week after that, I had the headaches 6.5 days. The next week, I had them 4 days. Then the next week, I had them 1 day. And it just kept on coming down, except the week that I had to miss. And the week I had to miss, I got those headaches back. And believe you me, we drove from South Alabama up to Gadsden one afternoon, fast as we could get here, so I could get relief from the headaches. Because I knew that if I didn't get here before they closed on Friday afternoon, I'd have to deal with those headaches all weekend long. a lot of times when I was having those headaches, what I would do is hold my head like this, and press in it as much as I could for 2 minutes or 1 minute or half a minute of relief. The headaches were that bad, and only Dr. Mike McClellan, could do something for the headaches that I was having. These headaches were not just headaches, they were migraine, and they were devastating. One of the doctors told me, a neurologist told me, that they were the worst kind of headaches, and Dr. Mike got rid of them. I'm telling you, honestly, now I have back trouble too. I can walk in here on the day of appointment like I'm 80 years old, and I walk out of here like I'm 45 or 50. I walk out of here, I drag myself in, and then I go out in a rush. And so I fully recommend Dr. Mike and Dr. Leslie for this kind of thing, for anything. Other pain I've had, is so much better. He adjusts my back. Like yesterday, he adjusted my back, and I could hardly get on the table. And so then I hopped off when he was through with me, and didn't even have any help. And I even turned over. I'm 68 years old, and I turned over on my own. And I told David, do you know I turned from my side to my back by myself? And that was absolutely amazing. It's been amazing what they have done for me. But I've just got to keep on coming, because I know that once I get away, if I got away from Dr. McClellan, that the headaches would be back. And I cannot go back to that kind of headache. I just cannot go back to that. It's a life-changing experience. And I'm an accountant, and I couldn't do anything. You can't work on somebody's work when you are suffering. You do good just to hold everything, to be able to manage everything. But on days I had the appointment, I knew I could come over here, and he'd get rid of those headaches, and it would be just a short time until he got rid of them. And I'm amazed. I'm just absolutely amazed. And like I mentioned, we are Gideons, and I can now go to the meetings, which is a wonderful thing to do. I can do what I want to now without fear of headache. On days that when the headaches were worse, I had to have the sound very, very low. Couldn't hardly get above a whisper. And then I'd put ice on my head, and I'd hold my head. I would have cried, except that it would have made the headaches worse. Just anything would make them worse. I just cannot tell you what he has done for me.
I'm Cornelius Howard from Gadsden, and my story is when I first came to Dr. Mike, I had a very serious chronic pain in my lower back that was spread to my leg. And so when Dr. Mike came in and took some x-rays, let me know what my situation was and how we can possibly fix the situation. Later came back, started adjusting a little bit, but Dr. Mike also told me, he said, Cornelius, it's something I can't fix right now, but over a period of time, we can correct your problem. I am here today just to let you know that I feel good, I can walk better, my golf is pretty good, and I just want to encourage people, if you have any kind of pain, go see Dr. Mike or come see Dr. Leslie and let them kind of consult you a little bit and kind of see what they can do for you, because I'm a living testimony. It works. Well, we had a health fair at work, and Dr. Leslie and Dr. Mike was participating, and just kind of led from one thing, just kind of led to another. I got a referral, and I came on down, and the rest is history. Well, I encourage anybody that if you have any kind of pain, is to come see Dr. Les and Dr. Mike. I'm pretty sure they can work out something with you to kind of get you healed. Seek the McClellan family, please. One thing else I like to say is very Christian atmosphere, very love.